say it like Disney Channel.
That's just
We
one
have
of
to
the
say it like
outtakes.
Disney Channel.
So,
It's not even a
We're saying
GK.
you're watching
It's not even a
GK.
down, 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 down.
All right, we have to make this creative.
All right, me and Cooper, we get on the ground. For a lot of us, being there with bands who sold and actually made albums who are already on Spotify and other music networks, it's just very.
So cool.
It was amazing, honestly. Like that, for me personally, it inspired me to actually write more.
Lioncourt, killer set,
Thank you,
man.
sir. Thank you. Appreciate
that
it.
was awesome. It's been a while since I've seen you. Last time I saw you guys play, I think it was your first show.
That was probably early last year at the Y, Sacramento.
Yep, that was the one.
Hell yeah, dude.
That
Glad
was
you can make it
awesome.
out.
Yeah, so awesome show. So did you have a chance to see the kids?
No, I think I may have caught in like the last song when I got here, which they sounded amazing. The lead singer's voice is super creamy. Like he's got so much low end. It's just great tone.
That's true.
Yeah,
right
oh,
on.
yeah.
So one of the biggest struggles I think a lot of our young musicians have is, getting comfortable on stage
Right.
and giving that stage presence. And that's one thing about you. I told them, make sure and watch you because you really own that stage.
Thank you.
So can you talk about your thought process? Like, do you think about it when you go on stage? Do you plan out what you're going to do?
No, I think that most of it for me, I pretty much just make up. I don't want to overthink anything because like half of the fun for me is the spontaneity of being up there, having a little bit of nerves and not knowing what you're going to say in between songs, or maybe not know what kind of moves you want to do. It's just about like feeling the music and then making it up on the fly, because I find that a little bit of extra anxiety that adds into it for me just makes it more fun and like just creates more energy. But I would say overall, I think for anybody who's young, who's coming up, the biggest thing, man, is just the reps. Constantly do it. Like, I mean, if you like. The cool thing about the young kids is they have the ability for YouTube. So if you're somebody that you really like, you can watch them and check out moves and different things and like kind of cherry pick the things you like about other guys or gals that are super sick.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like for me, it's like old school stuff like Motley Crue, Skid Row, Alice in Chains.
Right.
So that's like kind of where I always like tend to gravitate towards that.
So these guys are young. They've never been into a recording studio. They've been doing fundraisers. They've been saving up, and they're about to go see Adam.
Hell yeah. Adam, our boy, man.
So what advice did you have? They're going to watch this. So what advice would you have for them? Like, what should they expect? Especially the vocalist. What should you expect working with Adam for the first time?
Working with Adam is going to be great. The guy is super talented, super creative, and super easy to work with. I would say the biggest thing to take away when you go into the studio for the first time, obviously there's nerves because, oh my God, everything's new and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But the biggest thing is be present and just enjoy the process. Learn as much as you can, like listen to what Adam has to say. I mean, the guy really knows his stuff, so if he has like certain suggestions, just go with it. There's a lot of things that being a young musician going in the studio for the first time and working with somebody like Adam who has all that experience, The biggest thing is just to listen and learn and just observe. Okay, what is he doing? How to listen to how all the different harmonies mix in with each other, how the arrangements are. It's just a great learning experience. You just enjoy it and have a good time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so
Great
much for
set,
checking us out, man.
Yeah, my pleasure. Can't wait to see you guys again.
Thank you.
All right. There's Rob.
Ooh.
The famous Rob.
Rob.
I'm not as famous as Lioncourt though.
You are.
Oh wait, I do play for Lioncourt. Dang it! I get that wrong
You
every
do.
time.
You know, this guy used to be in another band. What was it called? I can't remember.
Hold on.
I think I saw him a couple times.
Riptych Ruins.
That's close. Close.
Cryptic.
Cryptic Ruins.
Holy shit.
Cryptic Ruins. And you know what? There's this really cool guy I played with. And he was an awesome guitarist. It changed my life. His name was Jeremy Brown. What is your name?
I don't recall.
Shoot. You're recording this.
I'm recording this.
Hi guys.
Yeah. Did you have a chance to catch the kids?
I came specifically early enough to see them.
Oh, you did. What did you think?
I was super impressed. I saw
Awesome.
the first. I feel bad because I didn't ever get anyone's name, but the first girl who played the guitar,
Oh, Dreama.
she sounded really great. In fact, I do. Now that you said Dreama,
Yeah.
I liked the social media page for her
Oh, nice.
and for the other kids.
Awesome.
And Paradox.
Break the
Break
paradox.
the paradox. I'm gonna get that next time.
So, any advice for those kids?
Oh man, don't get old.
Don't get old. Too late.
You know,
They're on their way.
if you have the passion for music, that's just where it starts. And then everything will fall into place. If you just practice, you keep doing it, you keep believing it, and you'll be there.
Awesome.
Yes.
So tell me
are
about
what-
this makeup you got here.
Oh, the makeup itself.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh. Every show you do that?
I'm very new to all of this makeup stuff.
I
As
know.
you can see. And the
Yeah.
thing is,
We
that-
didn't do that in Cryptic Ruins.
No, we didn't.
We wrote songs about aliens.
We did.
Yeah.
After a conversation you and I had.
Yeah,
See,
after-
now you're admitting we played in a band together. Okay. But yes, the makeup has come over time. Now you don't have to do makeup to play music.
Right. No, it's a cool image. We always talk about the band should.
Yes.
I mean, you guys have an image.
Yes.
Like, there's no question on which people that are in this building right now are in the band Lioncourt. There's no question about that.
I'm grateful for
You're
that.
probably the only band here tonight that could be said for.
And I believe, without trying to say other bands, but maybe you don't see it as much.
Yeah.
Maybe we want to see it more, maybe you don't want to see it, but if we can be recognized by that, that does make a difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of dedication to put that on every night, right?
Yes, it is. That's where the passion comes from.
So what's the idea behind that image?
Be different.
Like, what is the image? What does that mean?
Well, so we can start with the name, first off.
Lioncourt?
Lioncourt. And that is very unique, I'll quickly say. Have you heard that name before?
No.
There's a movie called Interview with a Vampire. And that's where it came from.
Oh,
the
really?
main character, Lestat, his last name is Lioncourt. Lestat de Lioncourt.
Oh.
And then Josh, our singer, actually was by David Lioncourt. I didn't say Josh.
Whoops. You heard it here first on
Yes,
GKTV.
What else? You
Anyway,
were talking to me about the image.
yeah, about
So
the image.
It slowly came together, and I think that's what is the best part about what we do and what you can do with music is allowing things to kind of get captured as you think about it, as you let it fall into place. That makes a huge difference. So for us, it's like you can get the vampire-ish look. That's what we were going for. We got the Victorian look.
Yeah.
Are we vampires? Do we have a cult? No, we don't. But we have Lioncourt. That's what we
Yeah,
want you to
that's
remember.
cool. Now, your songs, they're not really about that, though, right?
They got a spooky vibe, so it gives a connection to,
Gotcha.
that kind of era, if you will.
Because I've talked to some of you guys about what your song's about, and your songs are, you've got some good, deep meanings behind some of your songs.
They are, and I'm grateful for David Lioncourt, who's writing the music because he writes it for many reasons, but it's unique when you write music and it comes from a specific place. That's when you know you have something unique. You're not over trying, you're not just trying to find a word. When you hear the music in your head and you have words that come with it, that's how it happens.
Awesome. Well, thanks for doing the interview. Good to see you.
It's great to see you.
It's been a while.
I know. I miss Jeremy.
Since I've seen you.
I know, it's been a while.
Yeah, a couple
Man.
years anyway.
Man, you guys killed it up there.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Man, it was an awesome set. So I've noticed not just with the bands that you're in, but just you in general, you've got like a really strong internet presence. So can you like talk about that? Like give some advice to upcoming artists? Like how have you built such a strong following?
I think for me, one, it might have something to do with the image. I don't know. It's not a very common image, I would say, in our area. But just being consistent, you know, I mean, trying to be consistent and true to who I am, not really caring about, you know, what's the norm, you know?
Right.
I mean, really, I think that's all it is. I've always been really, it's always been really important to me that anybody who follows me or reaches out to me in any way, shape, or form, that I reach out back to them. And I think that's kind of helped out. I mean, people understand that I'm a real person just like anybody else, you know?
Right.
And I'm not a douche, you know?
Right on.
I try not to be anyways.
So were you able to catch my band, Break the Paradox, the kids?
Yes.
Cool. What did you think?
I thought they were solid, man. I thought they were really good. I mean, it didn't really surprise me seeing that, you know, you're the one helping them out.
I
so.
appreciate that.
No, of course. You've always been really good at that, so yeah.
So what advice would you give to young bands up and coming?
I would say, honestly, just stick to who you are. You know, don't worry about everything else. You know, play what's important to you. Look how you want to look, and just really stay true to what is you.
Marco,
What's up, buddy?
drummer extraordinaire. I think I've seen you before.
Have you?
Yeah,
Where?
I'm not sure. Maybe we were in a band together once.
Oh, yes.
Marco, everyone, drummer of Lioncourt. Was a drummer for my old band, Cryptic Ruin.
For a long time. Did that for a couple years.
Yeah, played with Stormfall as well.
Great, yeah, did that.
So awesome show. Man, you were killing it up there.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Dude, you were bringing it. You guys sound awesome. I got some cool footage of you too.
Oh, right on, man. Make sure
Yeah.
you share that with us.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna have an episode. You're gonna be on it.
Oh,
Right here.
I'm ready.
So did you happen to catch Break the Paradox?
I did.
So what'd you think?
I think they were good, man.
Anything that stuck out to you that they could do better, or that they did well and they should keep doing it?
I think just timing. That's all, man. As long as they keep the timing together, I think that brings the whole band together. They have amazing exposure, amazing stage presence. I really enjoyed them. They were very great.
Awesome. Any advice you'd have for their drummer?
I think honestly just timing, man. I liked his fills. You know, he was spot on those. And I think that the only thing I noticed was that he would kind of like go back and forth a little bit. But other than that, I think pretty solid, man. Just a bit more technique, and that's it.
So you're gonna like this next question.
Okay.
They've been doing fundraisers, recycling cans, you know, working hard, and they've got their money saved up. They're gonna go see Adam. So,
Timing. 100%.
So what advice would you have for them to get ready to go see Adam?
Okay, so if they are doing live drums and they send Adam something that's programmed, make sure they learn whatever's programmed. Because Adam tends to be like, here's my template and this is what I want. If you guys didn't send drums to Adam and you're writing drums, make sure you're on time. Because if you don't, you know, things could slow down, and you want to be as efficient as you can. You're paying them per the hour, right?
Right.
And so as fast as you can get that hour, whatever most you can cram into that hour, that's what I would say is the most efficient. As a drummer, don't worry about doing too many fills, don't worry about anything like that. As long as your timing is done, you will get done faster and you will save a lot of money.
I'm here with Jeff
Hi everybody.
from Disrupt The Paradigm,
Yes.
DTP,
DTP.
which is different than BTP.
Different than BTP. You'll be hearing from our lawyers later.
So, people may not know this, but me and you know each other.
Yeah, it's true.
You were in my band Stormfall.
I was.
That was good times.
That was good times. I filled in for what, 5-6 shows, something like that.
Yeah, well, you filled in and just you didn't stop filling in, so you were just,
Well, you kept buying me barbecue.
so it was, you just became part of the band.
Yeah.
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 Where's Amanda?
Sacramento, I believe.
She could tell us some jokes if she was here.
Yeah, she'd have some good ones. Lots and lots of terrible, terrible puns.
So, what did you think of the show tonight? Like, what did you think of those kids?
I think they were fantastic. Way better. How old are they, roughly?
They're all high schoolers, so between 14 to 18.
Way, way, way beyond any band that I played with in high school or experienced in high school. So they're definitely on their way. I very much enjoyed the music.
So, if you were me, their instructor, what advice would you give them after seeing them?
Well, I think the stage presence is already there. They already have that, and that's usually the thing that takes the most time. The one noticeable thing was Kevin. When he's playing the bass, he kind of tightens in and he's got great stage presence when he has a microphone in his hand and no bass, and it's a very difficult balance to do. He becomes slightly less compelling to watch when he does that. I don't know if it's just, obviously you have to stand in front of a microphone, so there's very little that you can do. You can kind of move a little bit, but he kind of like tightened up a little bit. So maybe just either find a full-time bass player, which is hard to do, or just kind of work.
I'm sure you played with them before, actually.
Early incarnation, yeah. Faded
they were called Faded Secrets back in the day. So.
Definitely leaps and bounds improvement by then.
So, what about for the drummer? I mean, you're a drummer.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
So, what advice do you have for the drummer?
He had a very good style. He seemed to have very good instincts. He didn't play over the music. He seemed to follow the bass lines very well. I think he's definitely on his way. I think maybe some adjustment of the double bass springs or adjustment of his. Here's my suggestion. Take your bass pedal and spread it out as far as you can possibly go and shrink it until you feel comfortable, until you feel like your hips aren't hyperextending or anything like that, and you feel balanced. And so you should be able to just sit there, upright posture, and move both legs, and you're not going to wobble or anything like that. You're going to be perfectly straight. And then when you find that point, I would actually take your hi-hat and put it to the right, so on the inside. So here's your bass drum pedal, here's your hi-hat pedal. This is what I did, and I actually pushed my hi-hat back. This is very technical and probably boring, but the other thing that does is, instead of crossing your hands like this over hi-hat and snare, it actually opens it up like this. So it makes crossovers to the hats or going to double-handed 16th notes and stuff. It makes it changed my life. So give it a try. Jeremy has my phone number. If you need help, let me know. I'd be happy to help you. Super.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So, I got some.
GKTV!
I forgot.